Mitt Romney keeps writing about how Obama is weak on Iran and he's feckless, and he's said that over and over again about President Obama. And he recently wrote an editorial where he flat out said that Iran is building a nuclear bomb program. Now, that's just a lie. There's no evidence to that effect at all. You can't even say, well, you know, based on this intelligence report or that intelligence report. No, U.S. intelligence says they do not have a nuclear bomb program. The IAEA says that they are concerned. And by the way, Seymour Hersh has a terrific article about how the IAEA head, because of WikiLeaks, we found out, is a guy that the Americans are very happy has replaced Mohammed al-Baradei, because they said literally in those leaked memos that that's a guy who played ball with us on Iran. So that guy says, just like the Americans want him to, Iran could have a nuclear program that might turn into a weapons program many years from now. Could, would, coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But even the IAEA doesn't say they have a nuclear weapons program. Not at all. They do not say that. So Mitt Romney made it up. He just writes it as fact in his op-ed. They have a nuclear bomb program. Later he says, quote, they're racing to build a nuclear bomb. Once again, not true, right? And you know who's mad about it? Israeli intelligence officials, current and former. On a previous program, we shared with you at least 3 to 4 former Mossad chiefs and current Mossad chiefs saying, hey, everybody cool it. We don't know that Iran is going towards a nuclear program. And there are other Mossad chiefs saying, this is not necessarily a current Mossad chief saying, this is not necessarily an existential threat to Israel. People should stop saying that because it's not reality. And then former Mossad chief, Ephraim Halevi, says this, quote, if I'm sitting here in the month of March 2012 reading this, and I'm an Iranian leader, what do I understand? I have 9 more months to run as fast as I can because this is going to be terrible if the other guy gets in. So he's saying, Mitt Romney and the other Republicans, what are you guys doing? You're basically telling the Iranians, I'm going to bomb you no matter what you do. So if you're an Iranian leader, what would be your logical reaction? Oh my God, I got to hurry up and build a nuclear bomb so that these guys don't attack me because then I'll have deterrent power. Here are all these Mossad chiefs, heads of Israeli intelligence saying, shut up! Stop encouraging them by using this reckless language, because then they actually will build a bomb, which right now we don't think they're building. And that is how callous Mitt Romney and other Republicans are when it comes to actual foreign policy for this country or as it affects Israel. Because when it comes to their politics, my politics is more important. I got to call the president weak-kneed, and I got to make up any excuse I have to charge him with that. And it doesn't matter what the reality is, and it doesn't matter what the cost of this country is. Well, President Obama responded to that in a press conference yesterday. Let's go to clip 11.
If some of these folks think that it's time to launch a war, they should say so. And they should explain to the American people exactly why they would do that and what the consequences would be. Everything else is just talk.
I like that, man. That was a really strong answer. Look, President Obama gave a speech at AIPAC the other day where conservative Israeli commentators wrote and said he basically sounded like a Likudnik. Likud is the right-wing party of Israel, the one that Netanyahu comes from. They're like, there's nothing to complain about. This guy sounds like a right-wing Israeli. Okay, that's right-wing Israelis writing that, okay? Now, so I don't love that position because I'm not a right-wing Israeli. I don't agree with that position. I would be a moderate or a left-winger, I guess, in Israel, as I am here in the United States. But at least President Obama is not rushing into war. And you got to give him credit for that. And here, he finally takes these guys on and goes, okay, what are you going to do? You want war? Well, then say it. Say it. I want you to say you're going to go to war and then talk about the consequences of that. Well, of course, they don't say it. In fact, New York Times did a breakdown of Mitt Romney's actual position on Iran. And they say it is nearly identical to President Obama's position. He's just criticizing him for politics. And both sides of that equation honestly drive me crazy. The fact that Romney lies about Obama's record to try to paint him as weak on Iran, and the fact that President Obama's position is in reality identical to Mitt Romney's position. He should be nowhere near Mitt Romney's position. I hope that President Obama keeps talking about how he's got all options on the table, including a military option, and he doesn't bluff. that I hope, in fact, he is bluffing and that he's using that as leverage in negotiations, which is totally acceptable. But if he's actually going to do it, as we saw in 2003, where the Republicans kept talking about, oh, we need all options on the table. Why? Because they wanted to use that military option, and they did, and that led to a disaster. So in this case, I hope the president is just using it for negotiation, but won't actually do something that painfully stupid, which, of course, the Republicans keep cheerleading for.